Guys, Cabal here from Team Alias, here today to do Command & Conquer 3 Kings Wrath video commentary. And this game is on everybody's favorite map in the whole wide world, Noozone. So I don't know how good my fucking graphics are, but if it's probably going to be crappy because the map is crappy. So that kind of sums it all up. So anyway, this game is still in the popular replay tab. It has 7 wubs and over 50 downloads. So it kind of does need a wub, or it kind of does need a VOD, but really, to be honest, do you really think Green Zero and or Cybert would probably cast this game? Yeah, right. I wouldn't think so. So I'm here. I guess I'll cast this game. So it's a game between, on Team 1, it's Chinex and TODOROKI as the Black Hand versus Hey0406 as GDI and Too Fast, Too Pro, Too Good as Reaper 17, which is the administrator JCD007. So let's get this game started. On Noozone Rampage, the worst map in the game. So here is Too Fast, Too Pro, Too Good, JCD007 playing a Scrin, and Hey0406 as GDI in the top. And then down here is Chinex as Black Hand and TODOROKI as the purple Black Hand. So I've seen this game in advance before, and to be honest, I'm not going to spoil anything. But I will tell you this: it was a nice comeback, as I'm sure Too Fast, Too Pro, Too Good said in the comments that it was pretty. It was a good comeback. So over here, there's a beacon from Too Fast, Too Pro, Too Good saying that there's some Black Hand Confessor Cabal squads that were trying to make way into 0406's base, but nice placement by the Foxhole there, and will deny that scouting. And it looks like TODOROKI's Black Hand squads have made it to the center of the map. There is an EMP control center here in the middle of the map, but hardly anybody takes this map, which sucks because, I mean, it's an EMP control center. It'll do pretty good. So this map, there's a big blue Tiberian field here at the start of the map, which, if players want to, they can go for like early fast attack builds or fast tech up or just hardcore defense. So both of these so the team 2, which is JCD and Hey0406, are just managing their economy, getting their refineries and harvesters up. Same thing. Looks like JCD went for a nerf center, and that's tier 2. So he's at tier 2 pretty quickly in the game. What is TODOROKI doing? Well, he has a operations center, so he probably is going to go for a Reckoner, which he does so indeed. And it looks like he's queuing up another structure. He sells his operations center, and what is he going to place next? It's another operations center, so he sells that immediately. So he gets 2 Black Hand squads, and since he's playing Black Hand, they're both veteran. And now Scorpion Tank production is in contact for TODOROKI, and he's sneaking that Reckoner on the side. Unfortunately, I don't think JCD knows about this yet, but he will find out when he does. He does have Devourers there, so this will really help him out. This will really help him out. And like one shot from those Devour tanks do surprising amount of damage to Reckoner. So the Reckoner deploys, and it's going to start destroying that extractor. And will it get there? It probably won't. And TODOROKI doesn't evacuate those Black Hands, so that's a bit of waste of money. What is Chinex up to? Chinex is going for a dual War Factory bike spam, and bike spam doesn't do really well on this map. Although Scorpion tanks are in production now for TODOROKI, and he's got 2 War Factories. See, what you can do on this map is you can go for 2 War Factories with just 2 and 1, and it'll work because remember, blue Tiberium is double that of green, so you can spam 2 War Factories. Scorpion tanks are APCs and Predator tanks with just 1 refinery and 2 harvesters. So JCD wanted to go for an attack with just 2 Corruptors back with a Devour tank, but that obviously he didn't see these Scorpion tanks. So now looks like JCD is going to have to do something about it, and he is building more Devour tanks, but he's going to need a lot more than just 2 Devour tanks. In the meantime, Hey0406 was getting attacked by bikes, but he has his dual War Factories out himself, and he's got Predator tanks. And look at that, tier 3 from JCD, but he is in trouble right now. He needs to make something up right now, and his harvesters are under siege. And if I haven't mentioned this earlier, I think I said JCD was screened, but he's really Reaper 17. So JCD he shielded harvesters. He used a phase on one of them, or sorry, he used a phase on 2 of them, so that'll make him invincible for a while. And looks like JCD wanted to place a portal and to get a couple of disintegrator squads out, but look at these Scorpion tanks just streaming in from the bottom. and they're just focusing on GCD's base. And GCD, remember, only has one extractor, so this is his only extractor, and it's dead. So now Heihei 406 is bringing a couple of the Predator tanks in production, and there is a storm column from JCD, so then they'll chase these Scorpion tanks away back to their bases. In the meantime, Chinex, meanwhile, is attacking Heihei 406's base, and JCD sold off his tier 3 because he doesn't need it anymore. So now Heihei needs to get back to his base and defend against this small Scorpion tank push. Plus he has AP ammo. He teched up to tier 2 quite quickly. So the benefit of playing on Noob Zone, well, I guess there's no such thing as benefits on Noob Zone. But I mean, if you're, yeah, like I said, if you're going for an attack, you can just spam a lot of forces. You can just like go two war factories, APC Predator tank spam with just one refinery or 2 harvesters, like I said before, and I mean it'll work. It'll pay huge dividends. You can also go for like Reckoners and APCs pushes. You can also quickly tech up to tier 3 and get like an epic unit out or something, and you can do a ton of rushes. So back to the game, it looks like Heihei 406 is coming in with a huge line of Predator tanks into Chinex' base, and he's building up some rocket militants to hopefully hold off this assault, but he still has 2 war factories pumping out Scorpion tanks. But his economy doesn't look all that great. He cleaned up his blue Tiberium field. Now he needs to set a refinery here or here to get more Tiberium, or he's just going to be leeching. In the meantime, Heihei is still going with his double war factory production. And his Predator tanks are getting owned by Chinex' and TODOROKI's. So those Scorpion tanks are just absolutely dominating these Predator tanks. What is JCD up to? He's trying to protect himself. He doesn't have a Rap Sphere yet, but he has got a Stasis Chamber for some reason. Maybe he wanted to go for shock troops or something. And a nice Stasis field here, getting 5 of those getting 5 of TODOROKI Scorpion tanks and just locking them out of position. So that'll help Heihei getting some Scorpion tanks out. Taking out some Scorpion tanks with his Predator tanks, and this will help him in the long run. What is TODOROKI doing? He's back up to tier 2 with his Operations Center, and he's going beam cannons. Oh, yeah, that's another good strategy. Tech up to tier 2, and you can get beam cannons, and they are just absolutely annoying. Like, seriously annoying. Back over here at, I'll tell you about the beam cannons a little bit later, but in the meantime, Heihei 406 is under siege from these Scorpion tanks, both by TODOROKI's and by Chinex', and JCD is helping out his ally by placing down reactors and photon cannons to help out his ally, and the photon cannons do a surprising amount of damage, unlike GDI Guardian tanks, which they absolutely suck. But photon cannons are doing pretty good, and an airfield has been placed down, maybe for some Orcas or for an Orca Strike or something like that. Probably for an Orca Strike. Yes, there is an Orca Strike, and it comes from right down there, and he sells it immediately because he doesn't need a war factory anymore, and it does take out a Scorpion tank, which is nice. These photon cannons are just paying huge dividends, and they have cleaned up a good chunk of both TODOROKI's and Chinex' forces. But Heihei needs to control his harvesters a little bit better because he's losing quite a bit of them to these just Scorpion tanks. And what is this black hand push? And the beam cannons, he's now up to 7 beam cannons. Make that 8. And they are just going to decimate these disintegrators that JCD spammed to keep his base alive. And he's still on 1 extractor, so he probably should be building another one. Mind you, he doesn't have a Rap Sphere, so he needs to get one as well. But in the meantime, he's been spamming reactors. He's got 5 reactors and 1, 2, 3, 4 photon cannons at Heihei 406's base because he's trying to help out his ally. And it looks like Heihei 406 lost quite a bit of harvesters, but he still has 1, 2, 3, 4 harvesters left. So he's gonna need to build. He's gonna need to build more, and he's building more Predator tanks. In the meantime, it looks like TODOROKI is going with some buggies and some beam cannons. The buggies to take care of the excuse me, the disintegrators, and the beam cannons basically to just tear through buildings. When you have a good chunk of beam cannons, they just absolutely dominate. And Heihei 406 is responding to JCD's beacons by sending in as many forces as possible. JCD is trying to stall the beam cannons by placing down cheap buildings. And all those disintegrator squads just absolutely got destroyed by those buggies. And now JCD is in a little bit of trouble here. He needs to do something. And Hey 406 is coming to the rescue with his Predator tanks. And and beam cannons do not that much damage to Predator tanks, but with numbers like this, if you keep them far enough away from those Predator tanks, beam cannons do surprising amount of damage. Even when you have 5 beam cannons, you can still take down a Predator tank relatively quickly. So it looks like this is Chinex, I believe. Yes, this is Chinex. He's got a regiment of Scorpion tanks at the center of the map here, followed by Professor Cabal squad and a Militant squad. But Hey 406's Predator tanks are a lot stronger than Scorpion tanks. Even with Dozer blades, they're still a bit stronger. Chinex, in the meantime, still has dual War Factory spams, but he doesn't have a refinery. He has 2 refineries, but he hasn't been. There he sells 1. And Too Fast, Too Pro, Too Good beginning again because the attacks from the south are beginning again. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 beam cannons here for TODOROKI. And TODOROKI, meanwhile, is beaking to his ally, say, hey, go ahead, attack. But these disintegrator squads are there. And Chinex doesn't know about it, but he can just run over those disintegrator squads, and he won't do damage at all. Even those Professor Cabal squads can try to attack those disintegrator squads and make them happen. Beacon was placed by Hey 406, maybe just telling his ally he doesn't need his beam cannons anymore, so he's selling them off. Look at all his forces here. Scorpion tanks, beam cannons, and Raider buggies. Excuse me. A big squad of infantry forces. Hey 406 is using his Predator tanks to just help out JCD-777, which is... He's actually doing not too bad. He's got his second reactor, and he's finally got his Rap Sphere out. He sold a good chunk of his forces here. Or not forces, buildings. But he's got to deal with these beam cannons here, and the coupled with a few Scorpion tanks, those buggies, are attacking the power plant that Hey 406 built, and it just got destroyed. Now, GCD and Hey 406. Oh, look at this. Double Rap Sphere. Does he have the money for that? I don't know. Probably not. Well, he has a second extractor here, so that's probably going to be dividends. These buggies are just providing cover fire for the beam cannons, which are just destroying whatever they can see. And look at all these secret tanks that have come out for JCD, and he's going to use that to hopefully push back this onslaught of attacks from TODOROKI, which basically just pure beam cannon spam, but he has not been doing anything else other than just beam cannons. He sold 1 War Factory because it doesn't need anymore. Plus he has Tech Lab, so he's at tier 3. And in the meantime, JCD is just continuing to pump out disintegrator squads and secret tanks because that's all he can do right now. He doesn't have tier 2. He has tier 1.5 because of the stasis chamber, but look at that. Beaconing. For some reason, it looks like TODOROKI wanted Chinex to attack Hey 406's base because he has nothing in his base other than the single Predator tank. But that's it. It looks like TODOROKI now is going for his Redeemer, which is a good choice considering that JCD is excuse me. Jeez, I'm coughing a lot. Because he knows that JCD is not at tier 3. He's at tier 2 because he replaced the Nerf Center, so he's gonna have to and his beam cannons should be attacking because from a long distance he can just send in a Raider buggy to scout to relieve the shroud. And then he can start using his beam cannons on the buildings to try to destroy them. It looks like he's just hanging back, waiting for his Redeemer to come out. And look at this. These secret tanks, coupled with a couple of disintegrator squads, are coming towards Chinex' base. And Chinex is beaconing because saying to his ally, hey, oh my god, there's some forces here. Predator tanks, disintegrators, secret tanks, it's my base. Help me! But is Chinex going to help? Or sorry, is TODOROKI going to help him? Yes, he is. Sending his Scorpion tanks along with beam cannon support to Chinex' base. And look at that obelisk drop. And that's going to pay big dividends for Chinex because that's going to help him in the long run. He sold another War Factory. Actually, why did he sell his War Factory? Because he only has 1 left. He doesn't have 1 left. That's interesting. So now these Harvesters are going to be our dead meat. Because the secret tanks can reveal the stealth. Actually, black doesn't matter because it's black hand, so it's not stealth anyway. Interesting that I said that. So tier 3 back up for JC007. Why the hell am I coughing a lot? Maybe because I'm not breathing through my nose. Another obelisk drop plate. Another obelisk being placed by TODOROKI, and that's gonna spell the attack from both GCD and Heiheo 406. And they did some damage. They caught a few harvesters, and they forced sell one of the war factories. So now Chink's, other than these two hands of Nod, that's all his production structures. A single beam cannon managed to get into GCD's base, and that's it. So now the Redeemer is heading towards GCD's base, and what's he gonna do with it? What's he gonna do with it? He sold one of his wrap spheres. He doesn't need anymore. But this has, if this is it's a Reaper tripod, yay! And he's gonna use that to shove shell down the Redeemer. And look at this, orcas. Where do they come from? Heiheo Forces has dual orcas, and they're gonna take down that flame tank and hopefully take it down. And now this Redeemer is gonna get emptied by the tripod, and JCD is free to destroy it. And TODOROKI has no way of saving that. Even JCD placing down the shield, so then he got 5 of those beam cannons out of position now. So that Redeemer is empty again, and it's going to be destroyed. No problems. He should probably take care of this flame tank afterwards, along with this beam cannon. And then maybe, if the stasis field stays active for a while, which is just now getting off, and that flame tank is down. The Redeemer has been destroyed. What's happening over here? Huge infantry spam by Chinks, and they're just destroying harvester by harvester by harvester by Heiheo 406. But lucky for him, he's got shatterers, and those do a decent amount of damage to infantry forces. So that is it. He sold one of his hands of Nod. Don't know why. He doesn't have a war factory or anything like that. He has just 2 harvesters left. That's it. Chinks is... He's falling back to pieces. He's just relying on infantry to hopefully do something, and he's doing quite a few. He's destroyed quite a few harvesters, like 2 or 3. But what's he gonna do against these shatterers? Nothing, because infantry, unless they're in overwhelming numbers, can't destroy shatterers. JCD meanwhile has held off TODOROKI's assault, and TODOROKI meanwhile is probably going for another Redeemer. It's building pretty slowly, so yeah, maybe going for another Redeemer. It is another Redeemer. Oh boy, what is JCD gonna do? Well, I mean, if he continues this Reaper tripod production, then he'll be alright. He has another extractor. So the one up there, because he doesn't need it. And the silo probably can be sold for $50. Hey, maybe Heiheo 406 can sell that Timber Silo to get $50 to hopefully buy the new Command & Conquer Universal box set that's on GameReplays.org. So Heiheo 406 is beacon saying that there's the Redeemer, and what's going to happen? And oh no, the rage goes off, and that Reaper tripod just gets absolutely decimated. 3 shots, and it's in the rear armor, so it's going to get even more killed, and it's dead. So now the Redeemer is still alive, and it's not going to be attacking. But with these beam cannons in support, it's going to be pretty hard for JCD and Heihei to hopefully get this solved. But here comes the Orcas, and they are going to start working on the Redeemer. They need to be careful because the Radiator Buggies are here, and they are starting to attack the Orcas, and it looks like the Buggies are on a search and destroy to destroy those Orcas. The Revoos move back, but they're going to take some heavy losses. And the Reaper tripod is under protection, but he manages to reclaim his Reaper tripod, one of them anyway. And the beam cannons are going to start to work on it. Will they be able to destroy it? Yes, they will. Another Reaper tripod goes down. So is the portal, and now the attack is going to be beginning again. The Redeemer is attacking some harvesters. The Raider Buggies are going to come in to scout, hopefully cleaning up these buzzer squads. And hopefully, holy cow, look at this. Heiheo 406 is coming to help out his partner again with his Shatterers and his Predator tanks. Looks like, I didn't see this, but... Chinks has placed on a hand of Nod here, so that's... I thought that was TODOROKI's hand of Nod, but it looks like it wasn't his Chinks's, because Chinks hasn't been really doing anything this game. He's been, like, sitting... Yeah, he's been sitting on 2 harvesters with one firing this in the last 2 minutes of the game, and that's just really causing TODOROKI to do everything it can't be a 2v1. So Todoroki is pretty much not going to do anything other than maybe, just maybe, just do some harvester picking off, destroy some harvesters or something. So it looks like JCD has researched those force field generators, which will help him on the long run. And those bikes, those radio buggies just absolutely just got mauled down by those Reaper tripods. And the beam cannons are still causing JCD some problems. But he has 3 Reaper tripods, and 2 of them need to get some repairs. The other 2 aren't too bad. And JCD, meanwhile, is doing pretty well. He's kept his base alive for a very long time. Now he's moving his drone platform. I don't know where. Probably maybe over here or over here. I don't know. Oh, what is over here? Oh, looks like Hey-Ho 406 has snuck in some orcas, and they have took down excuse me, took down another harvester, and they'll take on another harvester. No, they didn't. They misclicked. Will they take down that harvester? Yes, they will, and we'll take down that harvester. No, they won't. They need to. Holy cow! There's too much Sam torrents. Those orcas might be able to get destroyed, and will they all die? Oh my god, no! They're not gonna die. Oh, they will die. Oh no! Oh, how many orcas did he lose? He lost 5 orcas, with the exception he lost 5 orcas for 3 harvesters. That's not too great, but it'll do. Looks like that shielded harvester was about to be destroyed, but he managed to save it. Redeemer is there, and an obelisk of light. Ooh, that's gonna be not too bad. Actually, it's just it's getting destroyed, and another Reaper tripod goes down. But good thing for JCD, he has a portal up there, so he can probably grab that husk, and he's recharging his Reaper tripods. Might be a good idea to research conversion reserves, because then it'll save him in the long run. Because with those conversion reserves, then he can just grab the green Tiberium, because it's only, how much is conversion reserves? It's only $1,000. So basically, it's just you can upgrade conversion reserves, and then you can get the Tiberium. Then it'll have a charge for a lot longer than what it intentionally is. Flame tank from Chinx looks like Chinx did finally do something. He stuck in a flame tank, and he got the tech lab, so no more tier 3 for Hey-Ho 406. And I think I seen one more flame tank around here somewhere. Where is it? I don't know. I can't find it. So Hey-Ho 406 is knocked down tier 2. But he doesn't matter, because he wasn't really implementing the tier 3 anyway. So he's just going Predator tank, Shatter tank. That's probably it. What is Todoroki doing? Todoroki is getting more harvesters on the field. He still has 3 beam cannons left and his Redeemer. What does JCD still have? He has 3 Reaper tripods and a couple of Shardwalkers and a couple of buggied harvesters. Needs to fix that up. So JCD is getting fired off from afar because those beam cannons are not doing anything. So finally, JCD is this is Hey-Ho 406 is finally attacking Chinx's base, and the missile rocket goes off. But it looks like Chinx can lose his Conyard, no problems, unless what are you doing, Hey-Ho 406? Oh yeah, excuse me. Oh yeah, it looked like I know the flame tank was there, and nice silo block there by Hey-Ho 406, and the Conyard needs to be. The Conyard might be destroyed. The Conyard might be destroyed. Oh, nice packed up. He's packed up the Conyard. And looks like maybe Chinx might be able to. No, he won't be able to finish the Conyard off. He might be able to get destroyed. Will he? No, he won't be able to finish the Conyard. But yeah, if you pack up your MCV, the forces will stop firing at it, so then you can pack it up and just get it again. Looks like JCD was going for an attack, and a couple of his Reaper tripods are pretty heavily damaged. He needs to get back there for repairs. He sold his tech center. Why? Uh-oh, the Redeemer is in a stasis. Oh, this could be very problematic. So these beam cannons are caught way out of business. You need to reverse the move now, otherwise they're just gonna get killed. Whoa, look at what happened there. So now all the beam cannons are just destroyed, and oh, nice fire from the Reaper tripod. So this Redeemer is dead meat now, because JCD. Oh my God, there goes the Redeemer. It's a veteran now. So wow, that's gonna happen. But now, oh geez, Todoroki's gonna lose his Redeemer to 3 tripods. Actually, 1 tripod went down. I didn't see that, but lucky for JCD, he's got a portal up there. He's got a simulator, so he's gonna recapture that Tripod Husk, and he's got another one coming up just in case. But if you recapture your Reaper tripods, then they'll spawn with new shields, so that's a good thing to know. And in the meantime, Hey0406 has brought his Conyer. Is that his first one? Yes, that's his first one. He brought his Conyer closer. He brought his Conyer to a Chinx's base, and now they're just going to start attacking. Chinx has no way whatsoever of surviving this attack, so you might as well just surrender. But it looks like he's not going to give up. He's just going to stand there, and his Conyer is under attack. A couple more shots, and bam! It's destroyed. What's he building for his war factory? Bikes. What for? Why bikes? Who knows why bikes? So what's going on? So two Obelisk of Light has been placed down to hopefully protect, and it looks like TODOROKI is just going back to basics, getting his beam cannons out. It looks like he probably doesn't have the time for Redeemer. Hey0406 has placed another war factory inside Chinx's abandoned starting base, and now Chinx has just got absolutely destroyed, and it looks like Hey0406 is moving a little bit closer because you probably want some Tiberium. Not that there's a whole lot of any, and those harvesters were pretty badly damaged from the start, so they're just gonna a couple shots and then they're destroyed. What's JCD do? JCD has a couple of infantry forces, a couple of Ravengers. I haven't seen them in a long time. Let's get a closer look at them. Ravengers. So they do have the blue shards upgrade, plus they have the Tiberium Agitation, which are very good. And those bikes are just got killed completely. So JCD meanwhile has those two tripods, and they did manage to take out one of those Obelisk of Light, and the Obelisk of Light now, the other one is just got mauled. And too bad he sold that to Tech Lab. He would have greatly benefited from conversion reserves. Those things, while pretty cheap, and they do provide damage. And both Chinx and TODOROKI have been defeated. So wow. As much as I hate playing on Noob Zone, that was decent. That was actually a pretty decent game. Couple of comebacks in that game for JCD for both JCD and Hey0406. So yes, that's awesome. So here we go. Look at the stats up and down. Obviously, Chinx had the huge infantry force at the time when he's attacking Hey04. Forces, but they just got destroyed completely, and then down ever since. JCD was at the bottom the entire time because he had attacked in his base first. And then he just survived on structures. Speaking of structures, looks like TODOROKI had the most structures because he was placing down those SAM sites and those... oh, my throat's getting tired. With those SAM sites and obelisks, and then he was going... Then when the big attack came, lost a couple of those Obelisk of Light, then the game ended. Resources, it was all Hey0406 because he had the most resources, then followed by TODOROKI, then... JCD and Chinx were at the bottom. For stats, it was Chinx had a horrible kill death ratio. TODOROKI, TODOROKI a little bit less, a little bit more, but pretty bad. Hey0406's kill death ratio was amazing because he killed all of his infantry. And same thing for Too Fast, Too Pro, Too Good, aka JCD level 7, pretty good. So let's see: Scorpion Tank, Raider Buggy, Predator Tank, and Disintegrators. Team 1 had 0.3 kill death ratio, and Team 2 had 2.5 kill death ratio. The money was 214,814 for Team 1, and 25,000 and 254,961 for Team 2. So that's at least another $5,000, or yeah, it's about $50,000 difference. So good job to Team 2, aka Hey0406 and Too Fast, Too Pro, Too Good, and I hope you all enjoyed that very bad game on... Actually, no, I take that back. The game was awesome on the worst map in the game, Redzone Rampage. So hope you all enjoyed that game, and I'm Cabal, and I'll see you guys next time.